Alright, welcome. This is going to be a ranked game against SEAFROG. SEAFROG at the time of the game was the 238th ranked Platinum Axis player. And with that, let's get right into the gameplay. Alright, Russia round number 1. So, we're doing the old, we went ahead and bought 4 infantry, 2 tanks. We're going to do the 912. I hate this, but I really haven't found anything that works better. The West Russia Jam worked great against lower ranked players, I guess you want to call it. I mean, it can work if it's executed properly against really good players, but the problem is that really good players often defeat it rather quickly. So, where's my other? Oh yeah, here we go. So it just hasn't proven to be viable. I may go back to it at some point, but for now I'm going to just do the stick to the 912 and see how that works. Alright, combat was pretty damn good. Lost 2 guys in West Russia and have 3 tanks and an artillery remaining in Ukraine. So we're going to throw the AA gun in there. We're going to throw our fighters in there. Our AA guns going there. Our subs going to C-Zone 7. And then these guys are going here. We're moving everybody back except one. Let's go back. And then this guy's going down to Szechuan. Do I want the fighters there? Two planes and not a lot. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do that. All right. Two tanks and 4 infantry. All right. All right. That's going to do it for Russia 1. I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 1. All right, United Kingdom round number 1. So Germany bought, he's tank rushing, 5 tanks, 2 artilleries, and an infantry. And then he took Karelia, mini stacked it with 3 guys and an AA gun. And then he hit C-Zone 7, but he hit C-Zone 10 also. He lost his sub, and I lost my destroyer, but I have my transport still, so that worked out. And then took C-Zone 7 and lost a bunch of shit, only has the cruiser left. And then heavily stacked Ukraine. Lost only 2 infantry attacking Ukraine. But he's got a lot of stuff in there now. But I think it's probably a good idea that I just strafe the hell out of it and try to kill it. I'll have to run the numbers on it, but I think that's the play. I'm not exactly sure. I'm kind of winging it here. And the other thing I'm going to do, which I don't know if it's feasible, is I'm going to drop a fleet anyway. Even though he has 5 fighters here, I'm going to go ahead and drop an aircraft carrier and we'll have 2 planes and a destroyer. And then if he wants to risk his planes to kill it, let's let him risk his planes. He'll either lose hopefully 2 or 3 planes, which would be really good for me. So, and if he doesn't go to kill it, then we've got our fleet down there and we can start landings earlier than he wants us to. And we're going to need to, I think. So we went ahead and bought 3 guys for India, aircraft carrier, and a destroyer. Then we're going to do something interesting with this stuff here. We're just going to move our stuff around here to try to give him multiple targets to hit, so maybe it doesn't succeed for him. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit this with a wait a minute. We're going to hit that with a cruiser and an aircraft. We're going to hit that with a plane. We're going to hit the battleship with a plane, a destroyer, and the bomber. Oh god, I hope that works. And then we're going to hit that with a cruiser and a fighter. I would love to take that, but I'm not going to. Man, it's just so thin, but I gotta kill this transport, especially since he has 5 fighters there, because otherwise you risk a round 2 taking of England. Although it's kind of thin, but I should run the numbers on it. I really should run the numbers on it. All right, let's do this. All right, combat was great. Combat was great. We did not lose anything in 7. We lost our destroyer in 15 or 16. I'll take that. We'll trade a battleship for a destroyer any day of the week. And then we did not lose anything in Season 61. That's even more. That's fantastic as well. Let's see here. We're going there. We're going to go there. There, and then our planes are going into the Caucasus. And then here's what we're going to do here. We're going to take... This guy's going forward. Should I move that guy over there? Maybe I'll do that. No, I don't think I want to do it. We're gonna have what, 2 guys and an artillery there against 3 guys and artillery in the tank. Yeah, we'll be okay. Still gotta go here for a couple turns. And then our fighter here is going to 7 because we're not gonna have anything left in West Russia after Russia's turn. We're gonna hammer Ukraine, I think. I gotta run the numbers, but I think that's the play. This is gonna move forward. Okay, then we're gonna grab one of these guys. Go here, grab this guy, go here. Submarine and cruiser follow. That guy over. And then here's something we're going to do. We're going to send our aircraft carrier to 33 and our transport to 17. He's got nothing that can hit me from Europe. Okay. He can use the plane here. But I got the aircraft carrier there. If he wants to use a plane to kill my transport, he's got to move the aircraft carrier there. So if he moves the battleship and the aircraft carrier there, then I'll just take my aircraft carrier and go out of here. And get it out of there. If he goes after the aircraft carrier, then the transport lives for a turn, which is nice, and I'll see if I can do something with it there. But all in all, I am pretty happy with the turn, especially since the cruiser lived in Sea Zone 7. All right. We're going to put our aircraft carrier and our destroyer into Sea Zone 7 and 3 infantry into India. All right. I'll run the math on Ukraine because I'm going to need to know before next turn. But other than that, and not a terrible first turn. We'll see if he takes this battle. If he does take that battle, he can lose anywhere. It's not great for him. 50-50 battle, he loses everything. He can lose 1, 2, 3. He's got a chance to lose a lot of fighters here, and that suits me just fine if he wants to risk all of his aircraft. So, anyway, that's going to do it for United Kingdom round number 1, and I'll see you guys back for USA round. USA round number 1. All right, United States round number 1. So Japan bought 3 transports, an infantry, and a tank, which I think is India 3 timing. He then went into 17 and killed my transport. So he ignored the aircraft carrier, which is fine. It gives me a couple options. I can either hit this with 2 fighters, a bomber, and an aircraft carrier, and that's about a 50% chance to wipe this. Or I get lucky and I get a hit and he's got aircraft carrier set to die first, and I retreat after 1 hit, and then I get out of there and he loses his plane and his aircraft carrier. That would be ideal, obviously. I don't know, though. I got to think about that one. Yunnan, he lost 2 infantry in Yunnan. No units lost in 61. Yeah, that's fine. He had a battleship. Lost 2 infantry in Anhui. Lost an infantry in Berry. Let's see. Yeah, he had kind of a rough turn with Japan. Kind of a rough turn. I could do a fighter and a bomber at the battleship and the transport there. I don't think I will, though, because I don't think that's good odds. Anyway, so what are we going to do? Oh, yeah, so let me just say, we're going all in. We're going to go, oops, sorry. We're going to kill Germany first, so we went ahead and bought an aircraft carrier, 2 transports, a destroyer, and 2 infantry, and we are going to try to start landing as soon as possible up here in Finland, Norway area. We got to see if he goes for this battle with his 5 fighters. So that's going to be interesting if he does. But we are going to use our fighter and kill this, and our destroyer, and another fighter, and a bomber. We're going to kill that, and then that's all we're doing as far as attacking. We're going to use Russia to take this, and we're going to send these 2 guys back. All right. And this plane's going to go to India. All right, I think that's all we want to do. Yep. Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Let me look at the board. He's got a bomber and a fighter. You know what we're going to do? We are going to go and we're going to take the destroyer and keep the sub in the ocean. Do we want to do that, or do we want to put the destroyer there? Maybe we can get a hit on one of his planes. Now we'll keep the 7 there so we have it there. Alright. Fighter is going to India. These two guys are moving back. Let's see. Bomber to USA. Fighters to USA. Transport to 19. Cruiser to 12. Battleship to 19. Alright. Alaska guy over here. One guy up here. One guy over here. And then we're going to go 2 guys. Artillery, tank. Destroyer, transport. Fighters going in there. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that. Alright. Aircraft carrier, destroyer, 2 transports, 2 infantry. Alright. This turn's going to be big. Russia's going to buy an artillery and 8 guys. And then we are going to strafe Ukraine, and we got to pray that we do something right. So we're going to go 11, 2, 3 tanks, 2 planes. We got to hope that we get like 10 hits. Oh, shit. But we have to hope that we get 10 hits. And we're going out of West Russia this turn because we will not have... We're going to retreat everything back into the Caucasus after we get however many hits we get. Should take 2 rounds. I did the math. 2 rounds will get us into his tanks. And then hopefully he has only like 2 tanks left over. That would be fantastic. Obviously 1 tank would be even better. But we're going to see what we can do there. I think that's it. Yeah. All right. Ooh, there's 2. Okay. Oh my God. So bad. Okay, he's gonna have 1 tank. Plus 4 tanks, gonna have 5 tanks. Fuck, that's terrible. That's so bad. That's so bad. Alright. Alright, he's got 4 tanks left and I got... Man, am I gonna get 4 hits? I could. I'm gonna retreat. You know the Caucasus. Alright, so that strafe was pretty horrifying. What did he have? He had 12 units. We got 8 hits. We lost 11 infantry. Wow. What? Let me see what the fucking odds were on that shit. %. Wow. Actually 0.69 if you look at it. That's insane. Alright, this guy is going down here. We're going to put 1 guy here. Send 1 to Russia. This guy's going over here. We'll send 1 guy backwards. God bless it. Should I go more backwards? And just give him all that shit? I guess I will. I don't really want to, but I guess I have to. God, that's terrifying. Let's see. Oh, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Our strafe was terrible. Alrighty. We're going to send an artillery and 3 infantry and 5 infantry. Oh man, that was bad. Really bad. I don't know what we're going to be able to do here now. I really don't. We should be able to start landing. He can do 5 tanks, but he's going to have no infantry. So I don't think he'll do 5 tanks against this. I don't think he will. But he's going to take West Russia probably, and I'll probably have to take it back. He's not going to stack it, I wouldn't think. Does he have any Japanese planes in range? 1, 2 Japanese planes, and I might kill this one. Okay, it's going to be interesting. Anyway, that is going to do it for... Let's look at the combat board or the war report. It's close. He has an attack power lead on me. Economically, he's making 72, and I'm making 96? 71, yeah, 96. All right. So, what did I get with, I'm at 25? Oh, man, that's bad. All right. Anyway, that's going to do it for USA 1, Russia 2, and I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 2. All right, United Kingdom round number 2. So Germany bought 7 infantry, replaced his bomber finally, and 2 artillery. So that's usually the purchase that I do round 1 after they take Ukraine. I replace my bomber, 7 infantry, 2 artillery. He decided to do it 1 turn later. After he did the tank buy. He's got 13 tanks in Karelia. He took Archangel, lost an infantry taking it, and took West Russia with no units lost in battle. But the way he's got this set up is not that great. I should be able to push into Ukraine, take West Russia back, and take Archangel back, and still be in a decent position to defend. I can't stack Ukraine because he's got the 13 tanks that can come down here and kill all my stuff. So we're not going to do that, but we can actually trade it and make it more difficult. And then we are going to start going landings up here. We're going to have to risk that his... we're going to have to risk that his planes aren't going to kill me right there. But you never know. All right, let's go. This, okay. All of our stuff, my computer restarted, so I lost all of my tabs. Oh, what was I looking at? Oh yeah, my C zone. Let's go to C zone 3. Okay, that's not the one I wanted. How about C zone 5? All right, how about the Atlantic? I do it under the Atlantic? Maybe I did that. All right, this is it here. All right, so 2 fighters, 39%. 2 fighters, a destroyer, a cruiser, and an aircraft carrier. But I'm going to actually have 2 destroyers now. And it gets it down to 16% chance, and he loses a bunch of fighters. So I'll take that. I'll definitely take that if he wants to risk all of his planes. Especially for the payoff, which is only going to be like 1 transport. It'd be more likely for him to try to take these 2 back, because I'm going to take those with America and England this turn. The biggest battle is going to be this one here in Libya. I'm going to hit this and hopefully not lose it. I don't think it's a great battle, but I got to start whittling away some of these troops here because I don't want him to crack Africa. And then the other thing I'm going to do, so I bought a destroyer for C-Zone 8, and I'm going to have an American cruiser and a destroyer in C-Zone 8 against his bomber. And then I bought a fighter and 2 infantry for India. He's going to stack Burma probably next turn, so that's going to be rough, but I should have... let's see, 1... Yeah, that's not going to be good, so let's see. I can land that fighter there in Egypt. Yeah, that's going to be rough, but I'll have 2 fighters. I'll have 3 fighters there, hopefully to get up to more than that, so... Alright, let's get this done. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take France. And then I'm going to do this just to try to give him more stuff to have to deal with. Maybe slow him down a little bit. And give UK a little bit of money. And then I'm going to go here. This one's going to be implausible. Fighter and bomber. And this is doing nothing here. Alright. Right? Yeah. Okay. Let's run it. It's poor, so it's not implausible, but it's not great. Hopefully we can just whittle it down a little bit. I want to go again. No. No, I don't. Alright, combat was okay. Not great here. We're going to land our plane there. Our bomber's going to go... Where's our bomber going to go? Put it in the Caucasus. This guy's moving up. Man, I could send the tank back down here. Let's do that. Let's send the tank back here. God, I hate to do that, but fighter's going to India. Okay, this stuff here is going here. And then all this stuff is going here. And our aircraft carrier is going to 27. Yeah. All right. He's got the bomber there, so he can take it out. All right, we'll see if he does it anyway. Man, do I want to put a couple guys over here? Yeah, 2 guys over there. I'm going to have 9 guys and 3 fighters. And all of his planes are out of position. They're over here. Yeah, you got 1 fighter. Okay, so India's safe. India's safe for 1 turn. But he's going to go for 3, I think. 3 timing. Alright. Yep. Alright. Alright, our destroyer and our transport go into 8. And a fighter and 2 infantry go into India. Being up to 39 is great. I mean, he's going to take it back, which is fine. But it's just going to delay his plans. He's got to take this back, Kwang Tung. He's got to take this back. And that means he can't really stack Burma the way he wants to. We'll only be able to attack it with 2 fighters and a bomber and 9 infantry, but we might be able to get him out of there if he decides to go down and stack Burma. So, yeah. All right. I think that's it. All right. Anyway, that is going to be it for United Kingdom round 2. I'll see you guys back for USA round number 2. All right, USA round number 2. So Japan, believe it or not, went for the Alaska. Went for the Alaska play. He bought 6 infantry and an industrial complex. 6 infantry is interesting since he can only transport 4 of them. I mean, unless he sends his transports back, right? So he could send his transports back and drop 4 infantry here. Actually, he could send this transport back as well and drop all 6 guys in Manchuria. So that's not a terrible play. Taking Alaska, though, with 2 tanks and 2 infantry is not a great play. It's just not, especially since I have a counter. Now, my counter may fail, and he's going to look like a genius, but I don't think it's that great of a play. I took Alaska, took Burma, took Szechuan, took Xinjiang, took Far East, took Thailand, took Kwang Tung. Lost an infantry in Kwang Tung, lost an infantry in Thailand. Interesting. All right. And then, like I said, through the industrial complex in Manchuria. And his Alaska play makes me think he's going to take the 50-50 battle in Sea Zone 3, but I'm going to do it anyway because why not? So I bought a tank, 2 artillery, 6 infantry, and a transport. And we are going to try to get as much stuff ready to keep going north as possible. We are going to... So the first thing we're going to do is hit Alaska. So we're going to hit this with 2 guys, a tank, 2 fighters, and the bomber. Can this fighter get there? No. All right. And then we are going to take 1 infantry and go here. Drop it in northwestern. And then we're going to take an artillery and an infantry. Go here and take Norway. We're going to go here and bombard just because I don't want to forget to move my cruiser. Which I sometimes do. Which is stupid, but I do tend to do it sometimes. And then I think that's it for America. Yeah, I think that's it for America. Obviously, this is the main battle, which we hope wins because then he can't take Hawaii. And then, I mean, having his fleet over here, that's fine. It means he's not going over here. So, although, like I said, he can come back down here and drop 9 guys into Manchuria, which would be pretty good, actually. Not a bad play at all. So maybe just getting Alaska with a little extra money. But if that was the case, I would not have gone so heavy with the tanks. In fact, I would have only dropped 1 of the transports off and saved the other one so I could take Hawaii. But that's just me. Anyway. All right, let's run this. Wow. Well, I did say if I had shitty dice, he would look like a genius. That was fucking stupid. Everybody got hitbacks, and I could not take it back. But he cannot take Hawaii. So, there's that. My God, that was fucking terrible. That was so bad. I should run the math on that and see how bad it was. I can't help myself. I gotta see it. Alright, let's do Alaska. 2 infantry, 2 tanks. And I have 2 infantry, a tank, 2 fighters, and a bomber. Let's see. That was a 4% result. 4%. And I got lucky at the end because my plane hit. That would have been an absolute disaster if I didn't kill all the units. Wow, that was bad. But America can afford it. That's why it's good to be America. We're going to send the destroyer up there. Hopefully he has shitty dice as me. We're going to send 4 guys up there. But man, I need more. I'm not gonna have enough planes now to defend up there. That fucking sucked. God, that was horrible. Battleships going there. Transports going there. All right, I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna throw my sub in here. If he kills it, he's not going to be able to move his transports in the non-com phase. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I don't know. I mean, obviously, you never know what level of opponent you have. I just don't think the Alaska play was the right play. But I don't know. It killed a lot of my stuff, so maybe it was the right play. We're going to send these 2 guys down here. We're going to send a plane over to Egypt. All right. We're going to do that. We're going to send the transport there. We're going to send the tank there. Artilleries. 5 infantry. And we're going to go. All right, and now for Russia, we're going to buy an artillery and 7 infantry. What's my map now? Oh, yeah. I was just telling me to move my stuff down there, which I never move. So let's do that. Let's get that done. We're going to go there with 3 and a plane. We're going to go there with 2 and 1 and a plane. And then we're going to go there. One and 1. God, Russia is so thin, dude. Really fucking thin. Obviously, West Russia and Archangel's the ones that really have to win. It'd be nice to have Ukraine, but we don't have to have it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me with this. This guy has the best dice I've ever seen. I had to sacrifice a plane to take West Russia, which I had to do because I can't have all of his 13 of his tanks going in and killing Russia. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. And that just added on to the Alaska. What a joke. What a fucking joke. This is going to be really bad. Really bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to be. Oh, man. Okay. Well, let's see here. Don't want to go. Might as well just leave those guys there. I don't really care about the artillery. Wow, that's so bad. That's just so bad. All right. All right. That's going to do it for a rather abysmal round 2 for USA and round 3 for Russia. And I'll see you guys back for UK round number 3. All right, United Kingdom round number 3. Germany did some interesting things here. So Germany bought 12 infantry and 2 artilleries. 8 infantry and 2 artilleries in Germany, 2 infantry in Italy, 2 infantry in Karelia. And then he took Ukraine, light, took France, no units lost in battle. He hit West Russia with only 2 infantry and 2 planes. And this guy sacked up and did not die, which is kind of nice. And then he killed Archangel with no units lost in battle. And stacked it with 13 tanks. I'm not sure that was such a great idea this early in the game. But maybe he's just going to run his tanks all throughout Asia and steal some German money, and that's fine. But I don't think that's going to put enough pressure. But maybe it is. I don't know. I'm going to be set up so that in round 4, I'm going to start landing heavy into Finland and Norway. But one of the things I'm going to do right now is I'm going to kill Karelia with United Kingdom. And that way he cannot go back and hit whatever I stack in Finland with his 13 tanks. So I should be able to get a stack going in Finland. Hopefully. Because I got this transport here, I was going to take Morocco, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go up to Sea Zone 10 with it so that I can drop it in Finland next turn. I bought 4 land units for United Kingdom to go up to Finland next turn. And then I bought 2 tanks and a fighter for India. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit this with 2 infantry, 2 fighters, and a bomber. Actually, what if we just went No, not yet. I would really love to go here and kill this. Next turn I will. Yeah. Oh, he's got a bomb. Up to 10%. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, one. Nah, I only have one. Okay. All right. So we're going to hit that. And then we are going to hit Karelia. So we're going to grab our tank, our artillery, our 2 infantry, go into Sea Zone 5, drop it into Karelia, fighters into Karelia, cruiser into 5, bombarding Karelia. And that is it. I think that's it. All right, so we are going to land our planes and our bomber back into India. This guy's moving up. These guys are going up here. And then our aircraft carrier and our destroyer and our fighters are going there. Whenever you do this, you always got to double check Japan bombers, and I don't see any. One in Shanghai, which is fine, not close enough to hit Sea Zone 5. No. All right. Let's see here. We're going to lose a lot of Russia. A lot. So I understand what he's doing. We're going to send this aircraft carrier up here, and our submarine is going here because he has no destroyers anywhere in here. Let's see. This destroyer's going in. All right. All right. Yeah. Man, I don't want to leave. I have to leave it there. The attacks with this and the bomber, it's going to be 10% to take it. So I'm going to leave the fighter there for one more turn. I don't really want to. But I will. But I don't really want to. All right. All right, our fighter and our 2 tanks are going into India. And then our 2 infantry and 2 artillery are going into United Kingdom. I don't think he has enough stuff yet. He can hit India with 3 infantry, 1 artillery, battleship, 2 battleships, and 2 fighters and a bomber. I guess I should do the math, but I don't think I need to do the math. 7 infantry, 2 tanks, 3 planes, and a bomber should be enough. And these guys are hanging out here so that when Japan moves in here, we can hammer them. Where's my... Oh, I lost my bomber. That's so stupid. Alright. Alright. That is going to do it for United Kingdom round number 3, and I'll see you guys back for USA round 3. Alright, United States round number 3. So, I did the math on his attack here, and he's going to take Russia. I have to retreat. I can't take this stuff that I wanted to take because I have to send every available unit into Moscow so that I can get him down to like 14%. And I got to pray that my attacking fighter kills this, which is not going to happen, but I'm going to try it anyway. But I'm going to get him down to about 14%. Which is kind of shocking to me, but I guess if I live, what's my... Russians making 18 bucks. I'm hoping to make 21, which will give me 7. But I have to send everything back into Russia. I have to turtle. USA, I went ahead and bought 6 infantry, a tank, a transport, and a fighter, because I have to defend against Western United States. He's going to take Hawaii, but I want to make sure that he can't kill Western United States. So I'm going to take Alaska back, and then we're going to take this, and then we're going here, 2 in the fighter, and hopefully that wins. Let's see. And we're not going to take France. Man, that's rough. This is going to be rough. You got it. So again, attacking fighters are dog shit. It took us forever to kill this, and we could not take it. Unfucking believable. But not unheard of. Attacking fighters are fucking hot garbage. We're gonna grab these 4 guys, go up to Sea Zone 3, drop them in Finland. We're gonna send our cruiser and our destroyer into Sea Zone 5. We're going to send our aircraft carrier, our destroyer, and our fighter into Sea Zone 3. Battleships going to Sea Zone 7. Transports going back to 10. Transports going back to 10. These 2 transports are going over to 10. And then everything here goes up. In fact, we'll take this up there too. Submarine is going into 59. That was just bad. Alright. A fighter. 1 infantry. And a tank. Goes into Western United States. Transport in 11. And 5 guys in Eastern United States. All right. All right, Russia's buying 8 infantry. No way this works, but I gotta try it. 1 infantry and our plane, and then we're gonna use our tank to take Kazakh back. And we're not going to attack anything else. We're going to have to give up all. We're going to have to not take these. I really wanted to, but to get him down to 14% to take Russia, I have to move everything back into Russia. It truly sucks, but I have to do it. All right. Unbelievably, the fighter worked. We have to load everything into Russia. Everything. And he still has a 14% chance to take it. But really, he's got this and nothing else. So if he uses this to take Karelia back, that's okay. Because we're going to start stacking Finland and let him burn units doing that. So once we get a stack going, this is also like a 50-50 battle, I think. We'll see how that works out for us. All right, 8 dudes in there. All right, so we can buy 7 infantry next turn. We have 21, 2, 3 tanks, 2 fighters, and an AA gun. In Russia, he's going to take everything else, 100%. And we just got to hope that maybe we can kick him out of Caucasus with our 2 tanks and our 2 infantry and our planes. Maybe we're gonna have to use someone kill that, but we're gonna have to do it. So anyway, that's it for USA 3 and Russia 4, and I will see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 4. All right, United Kingdom round number 4. So Germany bought 10 infantry, 2 artilleries, land units, loading up land units, and then he doubled back and left Archangel, went to the Caucasus. Took Vologda with 1 guy, it was undefended. Took West Russia with 1 guy, it was undefended. Took Karelia, he lost 1 infantry in Karelia. And he hit Northwestern, and he lost an infantry. But he killed my infantry, but he did not take it. That's interesting. Let's see. Put his 3 fighters. He stacked France. So now these guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, and they can go 4. But I'm going to have all this fleet back up here now. So we should be okay. Well, I hope so. We're going to find out soon enough. I am just going to start stacking the shit out of Norway right now, not Finland. Because he's got this stuff here, so I'm gonna have like 16 units into Norway at the end of this turn. And then I'll drop another 14 in there, and then I'll have 30 land units in the Norwegian territories at the end of next round, which is fine. So all I bought was 6 infantry or 8 infantry and a plane, and then we are going to go and try to clear Africa. And then we're going to go here with 2 infantry and 3 fighters. And that's it. That's all we're going to do. Oh, let's see. Yeah, that's all we're going to do. All right, let's hope this works. All right. Combat was great. We did lose one guy in Africa, but Africa is now clean. So we're going to send our fighter into Persia, bomber into Sudan, 3 planes going back to India, aircraft carrier up to Sea Zone 10. We're going to grab these 2 guys, go up here, drop them in Norway. Cruisers going to Sea Zone 3. These 2 transports are going here, picking up these 4 units, going up here, and dropping them in Norway. And then we're going to send cruiser, aircraft, destroyer, aircraft carrier, if I can get it. And fighters. Up to Sea Zone 3. The sub is going to stay right there because he still doesn't have a destroyer here. We're going to lose Hawaii. 100%. We're going to lose Hawaii. He could go back to Alaska again, which wouldn't be a bad play, I guess. It would not be a bad play. Because I won't be able to take it. But I'll have to, I'll just have to set up for a defense. That's going to suck. I really should have put these planes here in Canada. But I had to put them here to guard against this. Probably should have put the plane there. Or the sub there so he couldn't just take the transport over there with no cover. But I messed that up. That's on me. Alright. Alright, we're going to throw a fighter and 2 infantry. And 6 infantry. Alright. That is going to do it for UK round 4. And I'll see you guys back for America round number 4. Alright, United States round number 4. So Japan bought 9 infantry and a plane. That's probably going to be a standard buy from now on. He took Hawaii like we thought. And took all the undefended stuff here. Took Hawaii, didn't lose anybody. Took Burma, did not lose anybody. Killed my sub, but that was just it was kind of an added thought there just to see if he messed up. Lost an infantry in Novo, no units lost in Burma, so, but I'm still okay, I think, in India right now. We'll see. I got to continue the shuck and have a little bit of a defense here. So I just bought 10 infantry and artillery and 1 transport. And then we're not going to combat. We're not doing any combat with America. Alright, for the non-com. Destroyer, cruiser, battleship into Sea Zone 2. We're going to back off. Let's see. All 4 of these are going there into Norway. send our tank. This tank is going back down here. These two are going up here. Why do I have 2 fighters? I don't have 2. I have an AA gun, 2 infantry. Oh, I'm gonna have like 4 infantry. Tank and a plane. Okay. Alright. Our fighter is going. Oh, if I don't have the fighter. Yeah, that's alright. Alrighty. All right. I think that's it. Make sure everything moved. Transport's moved. Everything else moved. Okay. All right. Transport, artillery, 6 infantry. 4 infantry. All right. All right. Russia's buying 7 infantry. All right. We're taking this with 1 guy. We're going 2 guys there and a fighter. Actually, let's go. Wait, hold on. Let's do 1 artillery, 1 infantry, fighter. And then we're going to go. We will go. Let's go 4 and a tank. And we'll go 4 and a tank. Go. So 3 and a tank. Oh, man. And what if we have 7 guys there? He can do 1, and a bunch of planes. Right? Oh, I have an artillery here. Alright, so let's do this here. Rid of the tank, we'll send the artillery. I'll send 8. Tank. Alright, combat was pretty good. We only lost 2 guys. Our fighter's going back to Russia. We'll send our AA gun here. And you got 2 artilleries and a bunch of planes. That's probably going to be successful. Although I can probably stack it with a couple more UK guys, but I probably won't. I'll probably just take Burma back again and set it up that way. All right. All right, that's going to do it for Russia round number, USA 4, Russia 5, and I'll see you guys back for UK round number 5. All right, United Kingdom round number 5. So Germany bought 15 infantry. So he's heavy land units. But he's only moving super light on the front lines. I guess he's trying to go with Japan here. Took Northwestern, took West Russia, lost 2 infantry in West Russia, took Archangel, no units lost in battle, and Northwest was undefended. And he stacked Karelia here. Well, he already had it stacked. So I am actually going to drop more land units in Norway. I think there's only 1 guy there. Yeah. We're just going to keep trying to get as much stuff up here as we possibly can while defending Russia. I just bought a bunch of land units. 6 infantry, 2 artilleries, and a tank. And then we are going to hit... We're going to go 3. And 5 fighters. Can the bomber get there? Yes, it can. Alright. And then we're going to take this. And that's it. All right, combat was okay. We did lose an infantry here on the hit back. We're going to send our stuff back there. This is moving forward. Let's see, how many fighters is he? 1, 2, 3, 2 bomb. 3 fighters and 2 bombers. Those fighters are out of position. And that fighter's out of position. So I assume he's gonna well, he can't stack. He won't be able to stack West Russia or Caucasus or anything like that. So we'll just keep trading it. If he wants to keep trading it, that's fine. This is gonna, well, we're gonna have to do something with this eventually. But for right now, we'll send the aircraft carrier up there. And we're gonna come down here. Grab the 6 guys. Go back up there. Drop the 6 guys in Norway. So those guys are in Norway. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I should leave those guys in Persia so I can counter punch Kaz. I think I will. Should I run India defense? No. I think I'll be okay. Alright, we are going to put an artillery, 2 infantry into India. We're going to go 4 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 tank into United Kingdom. Alright. Should be okay. We got 9 land units plus the AA gun plus 5 fighters and a bomber. He can attack with 6, 3 planes, 2 bombers, and 2 bombards. But I think we'll be okay. We'll clean up some of this stuff. We may actually push it. Oh, he's got 4 tanks here, so we probably will just lightly trade these again. That's fine. And at some point try to get it so that we can stack Finland. But right now I'm just content to put as much shit as I can in Norway until I can move it forward. And as long as Germany stays in Karelia, then I can fight Japan on the back end with Russia. So it would be nice to be able to go in the offensive with England here. I'm making $34 now. It's a very even game as far as attack power. One attack power lead, that's nothing. Economically, he's making 77, and I'm making 91. That's going to change because he's going to take a lot of stuff. So anyway, that's going to do it for UK round 5. I'll see you guys back for USA round number 5. All right, USA round number 5. So I'm in kind of a bad way. Looking at the war report, he's only got a 19-point lead on me, but the board looks way different than that. The board looks like I'm in real trouble, in my opinion. Japan, 9 infantry, a fighter, and a bomber, and I think that's just going to be a standard purchase from now on. He's going to ignore India. I'm going to have to keep trading Burma. He's going to keep sending 3 guys here to take Burma back and 3 guys up here. Just like a slow trickle of death coming towards Russia as he just snatches all these islands and takes away UK's money, making his way over to Africa. So that's not good. So I'm going to have to do some things that I really don't want to do. I'm doing okay here. I got a decent stack here. I'm going to try to move it into Finland next turn if I can. And we'll go from there, see if we can't kick him out of Karelia. But for USA, I just bought another transport, 5 more infantry, 2 more planes. And the reason why I didn't have to buy 6 infantry is because I've got these 4 here that are going to move here this turn so they can go to Canada, Eastern Canada next turn, so I can supplement what I'm buying here. And still have, when I get the 4 transports back, I'll have enough units to fill it. So that's why I did it. Let's see. So with America, as much as it pains me, we're going to airstrike Archangel. Any fighter survive will land in Russia. God, I hate doing that, but I lost my plane early with Russia, so it's kind of killing me. Alright, not great, but not terrible. I mean, it does suck. Our fighter's going to land there. But we got this fighter here that can replace it. And then we are going to send this stuff to Norway. And then our 4 transports are going back to 10. This one's going up to 10. We're going to have 6, 8, 9, and 10 units. Our 4 guys are moving up there. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. All right, fighters. Let's see, transport here. We're gonna put 4 guys here. And 1 there. All right. Yeah, Russia's in a bad way, so we'll grab a couple artillery and 4 guys. We're going to take 1. And then we're going to go... let's see. I hate doing it, but if we don't take it, we're screwed. The plane. And we'll do... send a tank there. He's gonna kill it. He's definitely gonna kill it. As long as we take these, we're okay. Man, this Russia's in a bad way, for sure. I would kill this with England, but I think Russia needs the money. Where's Russia's money? Making 15. 16, 17. You know what? Let's not do it. Let's take it with England. And let's do this. You can have 6. Yeah, let's do this. I don't know if that's a great idea. All right, let's not do that. All right. We're going to do 2, and we'll do a tank. And we'll do 1 more. I'm trading way too much. If I take this with Russia, I can put 4 guys there. Still gonna kill it. Let's go minimum. I don't like this at all, but oh well. Combat was kind of shitty. Let's see. We gotta pull all this stuff back. Yeah, it was just not good. Just not good. But it is what it is. All right. That's going to do it for USA 5, Russia 6, and I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 6. All right. United Kingdom round number 6. So Germany bought 12 infantry and an artillery, and then he took Ukraine, lost an infantry, took Archangel, but failed to take the territory, which is good for me. And then stacked West Russia, kind of mini-stacked. I assume he's going to throw Japanese fighters in there. I don't think I have enough to kill him, but I'll have to do the math when it comes to Russia's turn. If I do, I'm going to kill him. But I don't think I have enough, especially once he puts these 4 fighters in there. So I think that's what the plan is. India's safe. I did the math on it, and after I take Burma again, India will be safe. So we're just doing, I just bought 8 infantry and a plane. And then we are going to hit Burma with 3 guys. And a bomber. And 3 fighters. We're taking 2 fighters and these 2 guys to hit Kazakh. And that's it. That is it. All right, so let's run it. All right, combat was pretty good. We did not lose anybody in either attack, which is nice. So our aircraft are going back to India. Our artillery's going that way. Our tank is going back to Libya. These fighters are going up into Russia. And then everything here is moving forward. We're going to go down here, grab a tank, artillery, 4 infantry, go back to 3, and drop them in Finland. Right? Yeah. And our sub is good where it is, so we're going to leave it there. It's not the best. I would like to, well, I'm going to stack Karelia pretty soon. Even though he's going to move like 15 guys in there. We'll see. And I know he's going to land the Japanese fighters here, so I'm not really worried about India, but at some point I will have to worry about it. So we'll see how that goes on when it's USA Russia's turn. But this should do it for England. All right, fighter and 2 infantry go into India, and then 6 infantry go into England. All right. Oh, I got there 14. So I'm going to have 20 guys there, plus 14, plus 20. I'm going to have a lot of guys in Finland next turn. So that's a good thing. The other thing that's not good is Japan's going to probably have a lot of this territory. So I'll deal with that when it's Russia's turn and USA. So that's going to be the end of UK 6, and I'll see you guys back for USA round number 6. All right, USA round number 6. So Japan is encroaching fast. He's going to have a 1-2 on Russia pretty quickly. Just to go over what they bought. 9 infantry and a bomber, which is pretty standard. He's buying 9 land units every turn and getting them all into the into Asia. I probably should have maybe advanced or done something else with India, but I've just been kind of sitting there. And then he tried to take Australia, but failed. Hit Burma, took it, lost 2 infantry, but he killed all 3 of my guys. Then he failed Vologda, which is nice, and he failed. He took Novo, took Kaz, and so he's getting close. Germany, I'll be able to defend this turn against Germany. I'm going to have to stack Karelia next turn, probably. I'm going to have to. And depending on if he goes all in here, I may stack it or I may hit France and take this. But I'm going to have to do something about that. I feel like I'm way behind. He's got a 18 attack power lead on me. And economically, he's making 81, and I'm making probably 87. It's pretty close. For USA, I just bought 10 more land units and a fighter. I don't need to buy a transport this turn because I'm going to buy one next turn. And we're going to stack the hell out of Finland in preparation of assaulting Karelia next turn. So we are going to hit this, though. Try to take it back for Russia. And then that's it. That's all we're going to do as far as the combat goes for America. Right? Yeah. All right, combat was fine. We did lose an infantry, but and we will lose the tank later, but it's fine. We're sending the fighters into Russia. We're moving the stacks forward. And then we're grabbing this stuff here. Going here. And then we are going... We're going to send these fighters up to Sea Zone 3. We're sending those guys and these guys and this guy up. Our transport's going here, and our other 3 transports are going here. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll run the numbers on a 1-2 for Germany if he decides to heavily stack this with 16 guys, 13 tanks, all that good stuff. But he won't be able to put any fighters in it, so it might be worth it to us to just hammer it. We'll have to see. If he decides to go light, or yeah, if he decides to go heavy, he may just stack West Russia in preparation for the 1-2 on Russia next turn. And if that's the case, I just gotta hope I can hold on against Japan. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should just do... No, I need the 2, because I've got 4, 6, 8, 9, 17. Well, you know what? If I just do that, that's 18. Right? 4, 2, that's 6, 7, 9, 16. No, I need these 2 to have 18. Right? I'm making 17, and I have 20. So I'm going to have 2 left over when I buy 6 guys. So that'll get me, so I have 19. So if I can take this, it's 21. So I'm going to want to do that. So I can buy 7 more guys for the next turn. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that, but I think I do. I think that's everything. Alright, we're throwing the plane. Actually, everything is going into Eastern United States. Alright, we got a pretty healthy stack there now. Alright. I'm just buying 6 guys with Russia. And then all we're going to do is try to take Kaz back. Alright, combat was fine. We do have to leave Karelia, which kind of sucks. I mean, not Karelia, the Caucasus. Which definitely sucks, but, did I do that right? I hope I did. Oh well. I think I did. Alright. Alright, we have 21. We can buy 7 more infantry next turn. But we're coming down to it. We're going to have to try to stack Karelia with all of our forces here if we can. So we'll see how heavy he goes in there next turn. But we might have to. We might have to hit it. Can the bomber reach it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. All right. That's going to do it for USA 6, Russia 7. And I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 7. Which will also help the defense of India and keep Africa from getting taken by Japan. So this is going to be a when you look at the board, you look at targets, had about a 30%. Well, it was an IPC negative. If he would have landed his Japanese planes in Karelia to defend this, was about a 34% 1-2 to kill all of his stuff here. But then he's just going to reinforce with the 20 guys and take it right back, and I'd still be asked out here. So we're not going to go after that. Russia's in good shape because nothing's around Russia right now. Japan is creeping, but the main threat from Germany was gone. So we are going to pivot and stack France. And we're going to hit this fleet here. And we're going to kill his bomber that's sitting there by itself in Bellow. So in order to do this, all I did was buy 3 fighters and an infantry. We are not going to reinforce. We're not going to buy reinforcements for United Kingdom this turn because we're going to use our stuff that's already in Finland, transition from a northern stack to a France stack. So the first thing we're going to do is come down here. And take France. And then we're going to send these 2 fighters at that bomber. And then this is the big one here. We're going to, well, let's do that last. We're going to send a tank, an infantry, and a plane to take Burma. We have to take Burma to keep India safe, because it will stop him from landing any of these fighters. We're hoping that those fighters don't exist anymore. And then he can't land that fighter or those fighters if we take Burma. So Burma's a must-have. Then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to hit that with 3 planes, submarine, and a bomber. Now, a couple things with this battle here. If he has his aircraft carrier set to die before his planes, then we hope to get a couple of hits and we'll retreat and land here, and then his planes will die. Although maybe I can't do that because of his transport. I don't think I can do that because of his transport. So I guess we're all in on that. Let's see. 77% chance. Like I said, we have to take Burma. We could just do 2 tanks and send all 4 fighters over there. Let's see here. I take away a tank and I have 2 fighters. 10%. If I leave the tank, 3 fighters. Yeah, it's a big difference. Do I really care about a 10%? What if I do this? What if I have 3 fighters, 4 infantry, and 5%? Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. All right, so let's do that. We're going to hit this with 2 tanks and an infantry. And then we'll send this plane here over here. And then we'll just drop the 3 planes that we bought into India. So we'll have an AA gun, 4 infantry, 3 fighters. Oh, that's assuming the bomber lives. If the bomber does not live, 13%. Wow. Oh well. We're going to give him a shot at it. We're going to give him a shot at it. All right. Let's roll. All right, combat was really good. We did lose a couple of planes in 46, but we killed his stuff, so he cannot threaten Africa. He cannot hit India with 8 guys. And I think he'll probably just grab these guys and take Burma. This guy's moving forward. Our tank is going to trans. These fighters are going to go back to Russia. We're going to send... We're going to have 3 planes, a bomber, 1 artillery, 4. 6. 2 bombers and 2 battleships. Okay. Okay, well, he can actually have 3 bombers. All right, 22%. We'll give him a shot. All right, we are going to back off all this stuff. Here, grab the cruise. Let's just send them both. I'm going to take the AA gun and 3 guys. Go to season 8. Destroyers going to season 8. Fighters is 8. Aircraft carrier 8. Cruiser. Cruisers in the Sea Zone 8. Right? All right. I think that's it. 3 fighters go into India and 1 guy goes in there. All right. All right, that is going to do it for United Kingdom round number 7. And I will see you guys back for USA round number 7. All right, USA round number 7. So Japan, Russia's in a bad way. Japan bought 9 more infantry, an aircraft carrier, and a destroyer. He sent 3 bombers to bomb Russia, and he lost one of them, but did 7 damage. So Russia's in a bad way. And then he took the rest of the surrounding territories here, and he's closing in. He's going to have enough land units here to stack probably Kaz pretty soon. I can't really abandon India, but I'm really not doing anything in India right now. So once I get these fighters over here, I may have to abandon it. I really don't want to. God, I really don't want to, but it looks like it's coming pretty soon. He can do 9 infantry. I'll have 5 fighters plus whatever I put in here. I don't know. I got to run the numbers, but anyway, the plan is still to stack France. So went ahead and did that. We just bought 3 more planes, 2 infantry, and an artillery because logistically we're going to be kind of screwed here, but in a way not, because we're just going to take in our stuff from the North Territories to drop it in France. If I go down to 60, 13%. No, I like having it. All right. So we're not doing any combat with America. All right, no combat with America. All right, non-combat move. We are grabbing this stuff here, dropping it in France. We are going to take a tank, three artilleries, and the AA gun, and 5 guys. Go here and here. We are going to send our cruiser, our battleship, and those planes are going to go to France. This stuff is moving up. This fighter is going to Sea Zone 8. Our destroyers are going to Sea Zone 8. And our aircraft carrier, where is it? Here it is. Going to Sea Zone 8. And then we're going to need 8 more units. We're going to send 16. We're going to take more units from Norway. Next turn, we need to buy a transport. All right, next turn, we need to buy a transport. All right. All right. Putting 3 fighters over there, and infantry and 2 artillery over in the western United States. All right, for Russia, what are we making? $8? Okay, and we have 21 IPC remaining. Let's see here. Well, all right, let's do let's see. Can buy 2 guys. Can buy 4 guys. All right. Buy 4 infantry. All right. All right. And then the combat move, we have to take this. And then we're going to go 1 and 2. We only have 1 plane, which sucks. I hate this. This is not looking good for us. All right. All right, combat was fine. We did not lose anybody. Our fighter goes back here. We have, what, 5 planes? And he can do with 1 infantry and 13 tanks. No planes are in range. All right. All right, we're going to start trading Northwestern, stacking France, and hitting Italy. And get him to focus on this, I think. He's got 17 guys there. We'll see what he does. He may pull these guys back, or he may... I mean, if he goes forward in here heavy, I don't think he will. But I guess if he does, I can wipe this. And then he'll just go here. But I don't think he's going to do that. I'm going to just keep stacking this. Try to press hard here, and then try to push back on Japan. But with Russia having no money and getting bombed to fuck, that's going to be an issue there. So anyway, that's going to do it for USA 7 and Russia 8. And I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom. Oh, wait a minute. Let me just mobilize. Okay. All right. That's going to do it for USA 7, Russia 8. And I will see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 8. All right, United Kingdom round number 8. So Germany, 10 infantry and 3 artilleries. And then he lightly took West Russia. So he's light into West Russia, light into Archangel, light into Ukraine. And then in the non-com, what did he do? 20 infantry up to Karelia from Baltic, and then AA gun and 2 infantry from Baltic into Germany. So he's kind of has a decent stack in Germany, 28 infantry, 2 artilleries, 4 planes, and he's got a nice stack, 30 guys up in Karelia, which is a nice stack. I am going to try my hardest to make it really uncomfortable for him here. So I went ahead and just bought 2 more fighters, 2 tanks, and an infantry for India. And the first thing I got to do is I'm going to hit this with 2 infantry, our artillery, and all of our planes. And then we're going to hit this with that and our 2 fighters here. Try to clear that out. We're going to hit this with our 2 fighters and 5 infantry. And then we are going to grab, go up here, we're going to grab 4 infantry, go back down here, and drop them in Northwestern. And I think that's it. All right. Combat was pretty good. We cleaned Burma out pretty good. We lost a couple guys. And then we did lose a guy taking Italy, so that's fine. Our fighters, we're just going to land them in France. And then we're going to go up here with our last remaining transport, grab a tank and an infantry. Go back here and drop them in France. And then these fighters are going to go back to India. All right. Right, I think so. He's going to have about a 16% chance to take India. Let me make sure my AA gun is set. Okay, AA and the bomber. That's perfect. Okay. All right. Let's see. I think that's it, right? Yeah. All right. All right, our 2 fighters are going into the C zone there. And then 2 tanks and an infantry into India. All right, got a nice chunk of money for next turn. That is going to do it for United Kingdom round 8, and I will see you guys back for America round number 8. All right, United States round number 8. So, Japan did some interesting things here. Oops, sorry, that's my buy. He bought 8 infantry, a tank, an artillery, and a transport. And then in the combat, he took Kaz, lost 2 infantry. He hit Burma, lost 3 infantry, and retreated with his bomber and his fighters. But he did not take Burma, which is great for me. So I'm going to take this. And he could take it back if he uses stuff from here. But if he doesn't use a transport from here, I thought maybe he's setting up for another Alaska play. Looks like he forgot to shuttle 8 infantry over to Asia. That happens all the time when you forget to ship guys. It happens all the time. It sucks. But it looks like he did that. So I did some number running here, right? So I ran the math here. And one of the problems that I have myself is in linear thinking. Once you get a stack, you can get trapped into a stalemate, right? So like I did the math right now. If I simply just put as many troops as I can in France this turn, I'm going to hold this and he's going to have no chance to take it. But what's going to happen is he's going to stack Germany and I'm not going to be able to take it for a couple of turns. And it's like a stalemate and he can hold out for turns upon turns upon turns. And that doesn't help anything. So the way around it, the way that I'm going to do it, is I'm going to try to make as many mini stacks, give him as many targets as possible. I'm going to give him about a 35% chance of taking France back. But that's with him going all in. So using every unit he has in Germany and all of his aircraft to take France back. If he decides to trade any of these other territories, then he is not going to be able to take. Then his odds go significantly farther down. If I take away a fighter, and I take away, let's say, 2 infantry because he tries to take something back, it goes down to 10% with just him trading one thing. So, that's why my threshold. I talked to Black Tide, who's a extraordinarily high level platinum player, and he focuses a lot on the economic swing. And so when you run a calculator, I'll make a video on calculators. But one of the calculations you can get is how positive or negative the IPC swing is, like how much money economically the battle makes. And so a lot of his strategy is based on whether or not a battle is on the plus side or the minus side. And I'm going to try to learn and do more stuff like that to make my play better. So in order for me to do that, I'm going to try to tailor what I would do and try to get out of the same bad, not good habits. So all I did was I bought 2 artillery, 3 infantry, a tank, another transport, and another fighter. And we're going to set up, after this turn, we're going to be set up to drop 10 units every turn from America into France and the surrounding territories. And we're just going to keep pushing until he can't trade anymore. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Southern Europe with a tank. Let's see. I think that's all I can do with America. Yeah. A lot of talking and not a lot of doing. So that's all I can do with America. Just take that. So let's get that done. Alright. Now for the non-combat move. We're going to take this plane here, land it in France. We're going to take 2 fighters and land them there. And we're going to land a fighter in Gibraltar. And then we're going to take 5 transports, send them back to Sea Zone 10. We're going to take the other 4 transports and go here. We're going to pick up an artillery and 7 infantry. Go back here, drop them in France. So that's 20 and 4, and then we're going to take 2 infantry and put them in Northwestern, and 2 infantry and put them in Italy. Seven infantry, so that's 16-4. If I did the math right, 16-4, 1 tank, 5 fighters. And 2 AA guns. All right, and then all this stuff is going up here. In case he decides to hit France again. Which I think it's probably more likely they'll come down here and take Thailand. But he could go up here and hit Alaska again. But I didn't take a white back, so not that much of a concern for him. Let me just make sure I moved everything. I think I did. All right, I think I did. All right. Did I not do it right? Why do I have 17 of it? Okay. We're going to throw the transport there, the fighter over there, tank over there, and 3 infantry and 2 artillery. Okay. All right, for Russia, I got 18. Okay, so I can just repair 1 and buy 5 infantry. Or 4 in artillery. Or 3 and 2. Now let's do that. We'll buy 3 and 2, and what did we repair? 1? Alright, for the combat, we're sending 2 and a tank into Ukraine. We're going to send an artillery and 3 infantry. Into West Russia. Actually, let's do 4 infantry. And then we're going to do an artillery and 4 infantry and a plane. And then we're going to do let's do 3. 3 infantry, and then we're going to do 12 tank. And if any of these fail, I am screwed. Let's not do that yet. Let's do the tank, and let's do like, well, I want to finish it in 1 round. Do 6, do 7. Okay. All right. Okay, combat was really good. We did not lose anybody in Ukraine. We lost a guy in West Russia. And we lost a guy in Archangel. We're going to fly our fighter back to Russia. And then he's got, what, 3 infantry there. Can hit this with 6 or 7. We're going to kill this with United Kingdom. Let's go here. 12. He cannot get there with the tanks. Oh, but he's got a lot of guys. He can kill a lot of my stuff. A lot of my stuff. Russia might fall. But I can send fighters back there if I have to. Let's see. And 2. Well, we're gonna, yeah. Actually, we should go like that. Should put 1 there, and we'll do 1 there. Okay. We're up to 20, which is pretty good. Russia's still not in great shape, though. Because I can buy... What do I got? That's -3. I can buy 6 guys. And I'll have 18. Still not going to withstand if he goes down here hard stacks. But at some point, he's going to have to send some of these tanks down here. And he's going to have to probably send a couple more down to Germany. We'll see. Maybe not. Obviously, I'll trade Russia for Germany, right? If I can take Germany before he takes Russia, then that's a trade I'm willing to do. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. So we'll see how it plays out. I also miscalculated this. I could have thrown one more infantry in Italy, to get up to 30%. I accidentally left one infantry there, so he's only got a 25% chance to take France if he goes all in. So that's going to do it for the USA 8 and Russia 9, and I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 9. All right, United Kingdom round number 9. So Germany is going to take Russia. Germany bought 8 infantry, 2 artilleries, took Southern Europe back, took Italy back, lost 4 infantry doing it though, and then took West Russia, stacked it, lost a couple infantry, but whatever odds, he's going to win. He's definitely going to win that battle. Nothing I can do there. But he is so extended here that I think round 10 I should be able to capture Germany, which would be nice. But we do have to be careful against Japan taking Russia this turn, which would suck. So what we're going to do is we're planning for a big hit on Germany next turn. So we bought 3 infantry, 3 artillery, 2 transports, and a bomber. And we are going to hammer Germany. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab these 2 guys and take Baltic. And then we're going to go up here. 1. I'm going to grab an artillery and an infantry. Drop them in Karelia. Let's see. Okay. We're going to send 1 fighter and 2 tanks at Kaz. We're going to strategic bombing raid Germany. We're going to take Thailand. We are going to hit this with say 3 fighters, and then we're gonna hit Italy with 3 fighters and an infantry and a tank. And then we are going to go to Sea Zone 5, grab an artillery, grab an infantry, drop them in Germany, take our 2 cruisers, go to Sea Zone 5, and bombard Germany. Now this is to try to see if he's got his AA guns set to die first. If we can get some hits. If he's got his AA gun set to die first, that would be great. Let's see. He's on 5 with 4 fighters, 2 cruisers, and 2 aircraft carriers against 5 fighters. Should be okay. And then Sea Zone 8 against 2 fighters, 2 destroyers. Actually, will be 4 destroyers now. Actually, let's do 3. 0.2%, and then we go to Sea Zone 5 and we do a destroyer here. And it is okay, let's do that. We can move 1 destroyer and have 3 in each. Okay. Alright, I think that is it. And man, I gotta be up early in the morning, so this is just taking way too long, but alright, here we go. I want to have, let's see, 4. And 2. And 4. So I'm going to have 10 planes. Man, I think that's it. That's it. All right, let's run it. All right, capture Baltic, Karelia strong, Kazakh strong, Thailand strong, Italy strong. I know it's implausible, but that's okay. All right. All right. Combat was okay. He does not have his AA gun set to die first. They are dying after infantry. We are going to send our 3 planes there and our 1 plane. We'll send 2 fighters back to France. Our bomber will go to France. Our aircraft carriers will both go into Sea Zone 5. We'll send 1 destroyer into Sea Zone 5. And then this fighter here let's see, we can go here. Let's go back to Italy or India. And then these guys are going to Libya. Okay, let's move. We've got 3. We're going to have 2 transports here, so we're going to need artillery and 3 infantry. We can move 4 of them. We're going to have 3 and 3 there. 6. We can move 4 of them. We'll have 4 there. We'll have 2 transports there. And 3 there. Actually, it doesn't matter. We can move the whole thing there. Right? We can move the whole thing there. Leave them there. All right, where else? What else do we want to do here? I think that's it. All right. All right. dropping 3, 2 transports. And our bomber is going into India. It can still reach Germany. All right, the other thing we have to do, though, let's see, if he does that, and kill the bomber. Oh, well, whatever. If he wants to do that, I don't think it's a great play. One bomber is not going to be the difference between this battle here. But you know what? Let's change it anyway. Let's go to our defense profile. And we'll go to... This one is bomber last. Okay. All right, this one's okay. And defense profile for USA is the same. Okay. All right. We're okay then. Let's see. So we've got 10 fighters, 2 bombers that can hit Germany. Plus, after we stack France again... Oh, fuck me, I never moved the 4 guys down. Oh, man. Oh, well, let me see what the problem's going to be. Let's go 4 lefts. That's still only 1%. Maybe I'll move the USA guys down here. I did not want them to be there, but it is what it is. And I'll take Italy with USA, so we can't build stuff there. Shit. I did not even think of that. All right. That's going to do it for UK 9. I'll see you guys back for USA and round number 9. All right, USA round number 9. So, Japan, I bought 3 infantry, a fighter, a bomber, and another industrial complex, which went into mobilization. Coining tongue went in there. So he's going to start sending mad troops this way, which I totally get. His combat, he took Thailand back, lost nothing. He lost 3 infantry taking Kaz, which is pretty good for my tanks. Took Novo, lost an infantry taking Novo. And then took Archangel and lost 2 infantry. Okay. All right. Russia is lost. And I thought about not taking any more money because I'm definitely not going to press into Europe anymore with Russia because I don't want, after Russia dies in round 10, or it's going to be, round 10, all my units won't be dead, so I don't want to have territory here that I have to have him reconquer before I get it back. So I ran the numbers on here on the 1-2 on Germany, and I should have a 95% chance to cap it. And I lose. I still should have a handful of land units left after. We'll have to see, but I should have enough. The major mistake I see here is that I thought he would put these fighters in West Russia and then send them to Germany, and he could have gotten it down to like a 60%, but maybe he's giving up on Berlin, which is fine, because I'll trade Russia for Berlin all day long. So I went ahead and just bought all land units, and they're all going in the west coast of America because we're going to try to, after we take Germany, we should have a fat chunk of cash. We're going to try to take Hawaii back and maybe even press this way and get them to build some navy or something. I don't know. But in any case, we should have some stuff to work with once Germany falls. But a couple things I got to make sure I do. I got to make sure that my planes are in range of Germany. And I'm going to push out with Russia, try to take as much money as I can. Because if when Germany takes it, and I take Germany, I'll get all the money back anyway. The first thing I'm going to do is take 1 infantry and take Italy. And I am pretty sure that's all the combat I'm going to do. Yep, I think that's all the combat I'm going to do. Anything he trades is going to cause him to have a less chance of holding Germany. All right. All right. All right, for the non-com. These 2 fighters are going into France. This fighter is going into Sea Zone 8. This fighter is going into Sea Zone 8. These 2 fighters are going into Norway. Finland, I'm sorry. These guys are coming down to Finland. Let's see. Okay. Taking these 2 artilleries and these 8 infantry, putting them in France. Or sending 4 transports, 5 transports. And then we're going up there with all of this stuff. Right? I think so. He trades Italy. It'll be 1 less unit in Germany, which should bring my odds up to 97 from 95. And if he goes 2 infantry, no way he does it. No way he does that. But this, okay. Let's see. I'm going to say that he had max defense, and he doesn't even take Italy back. But if he does that, okay. All right. I think that's it for USA. All right. Yeah, okay. All right. And those guys moved here, right? Let's see what's moving in here. Five transports and 2 fighters. Okay. Yep. All right. I think that's it. All right. Everything is going into West Coast of America. Okay, for Russia. All right, Russia's going to buy. Oh, I could do that too. Oh man, what am I going to buy? Russia is going to buy two artilleries and 4 infantry. Or I could buy 6 infantry. I don't want to have any money left over. So let's just repair. Repair, and we'll buy 6 infantry. And then 5 will go there, 1 will go in the Caucasus. Yeah, let's do that. All right, for the combat, we're going to send 2 of these guys. And our plane right there. We're going to send 1 guy right there. 9 guys in a tank. And the artillery. Artillery. Infantry. Tank. Infantry. I should run the numbers and see what it is if I max defend. Let me hold on a second here. Well, no, because I didn't move the fighters anyway, so I can't max defend. So that doesn't matter. I did not do it. But it shouldn't matter. I guess you could take it with the 30 guys and bring the 13 tanks back here. And then try to take it back after USA goes. But then England should be able to take it back again. I hope. Man, I don't know if that's possible. I really don't. We'll roll this. And I don't know if that's possible. All right. All right. Our fighter is moving here. Guns moving there. These 2 guys are moving there. Now he still would have been able to attack it in 2 turns anyway. He could go this way and attack it, or he could go this way and attack it. But I probably should have blocked this so he can't trade this. You can kill that, and then let's see. That would go down to what's that, 4? Still 94. And he's going to want to go there as well. All right. All right, he's got Russia, but I should have enough to kill Germany in round 10. And then he might be able to take it back in round 11. But hopefully I'll be able to take it back in the same round. So I will have to buy enough stuff in England to set up to hit it again. So anyway, let's look at the war report real quick. 226 to 238, very close. Economically, 59 money. I'm making significantly more money. But that's going to change. Anyway, that's going to do it for USA 9 and Russia 10. And I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 10. All right, United Kingdom round number 10. So Germany bought 8 infantry, repaired 3 points of damage from the industrial complex, which we figured he would do. I thought he would only repair 2, but... And then he actually traded Baltic and Italy. And took Ukraine back, which I figured. No units lost in battle in Italy. No units lost in Russia. No hitbacks at all. Wow. And he lost 4 infantry in the Caucasus. No units lost in Baltic. The fighter didn't even get a hit? Come on, dude. All right, but because he did that, it made my odds to take Germany with the 1-2 100%. According to my calculator. I could have an abysmal turn, but it is what it is. We're also going to lose India. So I'm going to prevent him from going to Africa for 1 turn. I bought a destroyer to throw in Sea Zone 35. And that's only to keep him from going over to Africa until I can muster a defense down here for Africa and then start going after him in the Pacific as I push forward, trading and killing as many Germans as I can. So we went ahead and bought 6 infantry, 2 more fighters in case we're going to try to keep some, but we're going to do the math in progress and see if we can't see how many what's our odds are to take it with just America. Believe it or not, I ran the numbers with just America on this defense here, and it was like 57%. With just America, 57%. So we are going to hit Germany and see what happens. So we are going to go... Here, I'm going to grab 2 of those and 2 of those. Go to Sea Zone 5, drop them in Germany. We're going to bombard. We're going to take our One transport over here. We're going to grab an artillery and an infantry. Go back to Sea Zone 5, drop it in there. We are going to grab an artillery and 2 infantry and drop them in Germany. We're going to send these 4 guys into Germany. And then we are going to go 4 fighters, 2 fighters, 4 fighters, bomber, and this bomber. Let me just make sure I've hit it with everything. Let's see, 10, 14, 24. 26, 28. Yeah, okay. All right. And this is set up on the calculator if he has the bombers to die first. If he has the bombers not to die first, it's still 100%. So, well, we'll see what happens. Anything else you want to do with England? I don't know. I don't think so. All right. All right, let's hit it. Okay. I want to kill the bombers or fighters? Kill this bomber. Actually, no. You know what? Reset. We're gonna kill fighters. Got 9 planes left. All right. So he's got 2 AA guns. He's got 21 infantry left, 2 artilleries, 6 fighters, 3 bomber. Okay. All right, let's one. Oh, I didn't die. All right. We are going to move this guy forward. Let's see. 3 bombers and a fighter. Let's look at that real quick. Three bombers and we have no fighter. Right, your aircraft carrier secret. 43. Let's see. That is where 20. All right. Oh, that's 3 bombers. And I take away one destroyer. Okay. Okay. All right, so we'll throw the destroyer in there. Can't get there. All right. Throw it over that. All right. All right. That sucks to lose India. All right. Oh, yeah. Destroyer goes there. 6 infantry, 2 fighters. All right. Not as much as I'd like, but we still have, according to the calculator, 100% to kill Germany. So, with that being the case, hopefully we can. So, anyway, that's going to do it for United Kingdom round 10. I'll see you guys back for America round number 10. All right, United States round number 10. So Japan bought 5 tanks and 6 infantry. And he took, killed my destroyer in 35 and he took India. Lost 2 infantry. Hit cause but didn't take it. Lost 3 infantry and a bomber. And then he hit Northwestern, which I'm not exactly sure why he did that. He lost 3 bombers. Killed my 2 infantry and an AA gun. But Germany is still going to die. Germany is still going to die. I did the math on it. It's 100% capture. And I'm actually going to try to take Italy as well. I went ahead and bought 2 airplanes, 2 artillery, 4 infantry, and a tank. All that shit's going on the West Coast. I'm going to move it up here as if we're just going to keep transferring stuff over. But after we get a large payday here, we're going to pivot and put a Navy. My favorite purchase drop is a fat-ass Navy. And we'll start going after them in the Pacific. And we'll send some stuff down here to defend. So we are going to... first thing we're going to do is we're going to go with 2 and 1 artillery and 1 plane. And then everything else is attacking Germany. Battleship. Cruiser. fighters. Okay, 46. So I have attacked with everything. All right, let's do this. Alright. Combat was great. Didn't lose any fighters to the AA guns, which is nice. I'm going to send our carrier there, and we're going to send... let's see. Two fighters there. Where else do we want them? Do we want them in France? Or do we want them in up there near Karelia? Let's just put a couple of them there. Put 4 of them in France. And this one will go. Let's see. I'll put it up. Our destroyers will go. So, and our AA gun will move into Germany. Okay, let's see here. We should probably send some guys to Africa. Because we've got a lot of... What has he got? 22. Let's go... Alright, we'll send... this one, and we'll send this one. And then we'll send one with the tank. And then everything else will go into... And then we'll send this stuff up here. Right? Yeah. All right, we're going to send a tank. And the 2 fighters. All right. No purchasing for Russia because we don't have a capital anymore. we're going to take this away, and we're going to send a tank over there. And then we're going to come down here with 9. All right. We're going to go this way. Actually, no, we're not going to go that way. We're going this way. And here's going to be one of the problems for him. Oh, you know what? Oh, yeah, maybe I'll do that. All right. One of the problems for Germany is that if he starts taking all this territory, it's not going to do him any good. It'll deny me the money until I can push forward, but he's not going to be able to. Japan won't get this money either, so I'm just taking all this money away from Japan, and it's going to turn into dead money until I can push forward with America. So, but it is what it is. I don't have any mobilization. All right. All right. We should be pretty good as far as defending Germany goes. I will have to try to defend Africa. I'm not going to have much success defending Africa. We'll contest it. But I am going to drop a fat navy and start pushing towards the Pacific so that Japan is going to have to focus on at least have something to deal with over here. Germany can't build anything, which is great. So any German units I kill never come back, which is nice. And we're just going to push forward as much as possible and try to take as much territory and kick them out. So England's probably going to go. Germany's probably going to take Karelia, I would think. And then I'll probably try to take it back. Although I don't have any. Oh, I do have planes. I don't know. I might just buy. Yeah. We'll see. Anyway, that's going to do it for USA 10, Russia 11. And I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 11. All right, welcome back. This is the end of the game. So my opponent forfeited following the capture of Germany in round 10. Germany decided not to move, and I think it was a good forfeit by him. He could have delayed, I think, for a while, but because he did actually take India and he had Russia. But because I had such a huge amount of money, I had $116 with America. I was probably going to drop a fat fleet in the Pacific and challenge Japan this way. And I was going to be able to send troops down here to keep Africa, and then just march as many land units as possible across the whole of Europe, and then any German I killed would not be able to be replaced. So I would gladly just keep trading and dumping units, keep trading, because he could not reinforce. So it was a good game. I think the turning point of the game, obviously, was the stack of France in round 7. Once I was able to stack France in round 7, I started just putting mini stacks in Northwestern and Italy. And it became really cumbersome for him to trade those. He did go up and take Karelia and then slide back down to West Russia, and he was able to capture Russia pretty easily. which was good, but he did not have enough defense at that point to defend losing Germany. So I think it's always a good trade, Berlin for Moscow, right? Most definitely you can win the game by losing Russia. And losing India this late in the game, it sucks, but it's not unrecoverable. And I basically abandoned the defense just so I could 1-2 Germany. A couple of moves that I thought he really made an error on was not throwing his Japanese fighters in West Russia in round 9. And then he could have sent them to Germany in round 10. It would have lowered my odds to capture to about 63%, I think. If he included the bombers, which he did send the bombers to Germany, but then he used the bombers and killed them trying to take Northwestern. And it really did not improve his odds at all. So it would have been better off him setting the bombers to die first and leaving them there as cannon fodder to get the odds down to like 60. I think I calculated if he sent max defense, it was like a 63% to cap, which is not by any means guaranteed. So I thought it was a good game back and forth. If you look at the war report, it's a 7 attack power lead for me. Which is almost even. Now, economically, at the end, obviously, I was up by a lot. So I was making $101 and he was making 67. But that's because Germany didn't move anything. He could have taken a lot of this territory and reduced the money that I was earning. See? Yeah. And actually, Germany's making 26, but he's not really making 26. He's making 0, and as is Russia. So it was going to be 41 against 81. And the more territories I took, it was just going to keep growing my economic lead. So anyway, really good game. A platinum opponent, which is always good to get into good games with platinum level players. Certainly I need to improve my Moscow play because I probably could have, although I did push back Japan. But I think I can still improve my Russia play significantly. And I really, really like the transitioning from the Finland down to the France stack. Although obviously the more units you can leave in Finland, the better. But I had to move units out of here so I did not miss a turn of reinforcements, right? And then it's all a numbers game. Once you know what the odds are to keep the territory, you can siphon units off to give them, a higher percentage of chance for him to take it back. But then you stack these and he won't be able to choose all of them. So you give him just enough to where he takes a 30-40% chance to take France back, and if he loses it, the game is over. So anyway, that's all my thoughts are on this game. If you stuck around to the end, I really appreciate you watching. Thank you guys for all your support and watching the channel. That will be the end of this game and the end of this video. And I will see you back for another video.